Hello, my savvy readers. Ready or not, here we come with the July BookTube-A-Thon. It begins July 24th and it goes until July 30th. Ready, set, read. Book 1. Read a book that has a person on the cover. Okay, so my pick is going to be A Penny Lost, and I actually saw this on NetGalley and I decided I had to read it. One, because of that beautiful cover, and two, it's about this girl who is envious of her twin forever being in her shadow, and she senses this unusual energy and follows it. And oh yeah, the twist is she can see inside a person's soul. When she follows this bad energy, she ends up being sucked into this void, and she's, I guess, with a cute boy and everything. So yeah, I just thought that was an interesting, I mean, it's beautiful, it's a quick read, so hopefully I can finish that during this challenge. So that is my pick for a person on the cover, because a silhouette qualifies, right? Number 2 is read a hyped book, and that is going to be my hyped book. I heard that this is essentially Pride and Prejudice with dragons and dragon riders. So why wouldn't I read that when, if you watch my BookTube newbie, you know that I am a fantasy girl and I love anything fantasy or retellings. So yeah, this is my pick for a hyped read, because I've seen this on Bookstagram, I've seen this on BookTube, I've seen it on Goodreads, and yeah, I mean, check that out. Like, what the? Yeah. Number 3 is read a book in a day. I don't have the cover on me, so boop, it's right there. Now, I've read some of Jackie Ashendon's work before, and it's kind of my guilty pleasure because I do like some smutty romance. So that is my guilty pleasure that I will be reading, and ebook wise, it's 164 pages, so I can knock that out of the park in a day, most definitely. Number 4. Read a book with a character that is quite different from you. Well, I'm going to pick the sequel to The Thief, which is The Queen of Atulia, because Jen is quite different from me. He's confident, he's on a mission, and he's taking it seriously while also flying by the seat of his pants. And I'm one of those people that I have to plan things. I have to know what's gonna happen. Even if I secretly really want an adventure and spontaneity, I'm kind of like one of those people that, okay, I've got a schedule and here we go. That doesn't mean I can't then come back from spontaneity. It's just, yeah. But Jen is so funny and he's lively and he's kind of like the opposite of what I am. And I absolutely loved The Thief, which is the first book in the series. And The Queen of Atulia is actually part of my A to Z reading challenge that I'm doing, which is in conjunction with my Goodreads challenge of reading 120 books this year. I'm also in another challenge and reading with my friend Ashley, and I'm challenging her to read, I think it was like 10 books, but we're probably gonna read more than that. I'll make her. So yeah, that is my pick. Number 5, a book that you'll completely finish outside. So this is an outdoor reading book, and this is a book that I just get tired of seeing in my feeds and not owning it myself. The premise is interesting. I saw it on Bookstagram. I saw it on my Amazon feeds. I saw it on Goodreads, and I got tired of seeing it and not owning it. And that would be The Crown's Game by Evelyn Skye. And again, if you've seen anything consistent about my videos, it's that I love fantasy. and this is one that I put off reading. I had the chance to read the arc and I just didn't foolishly request it. So yes, so that is going to be my reading outside book. And seeing as how my children often play outside and their play set has a picnic table under it where I often read, I will be taking this book out with me. So yeah. Number 6, read a book that you bought solely on the cover. Now, I'm a cover lover, so that's kind of like every single book on my shelf. I try to stay away from reviews on Goodreads. I find that Goodreads is becoming more and more rabid. People are slamming books and letting spoilers, even through like, oh, I like this character because, so I just try to just stay away from reviews because I like to experience characters in my own way and not think back to a review I read and go, oh yeah, you know what? So that being said, I picked up this book because I saw it on Bookstagram everywhere and also Goodreads. And that would be The Wrath and the Dawn, which is a retelling of 1001 Arabian Nights. Khalid takes on a wife only to kill her in the morning. When Shahrazad, sorry if I butchered her name, signs up or volunteers as tribute to become his wife with her own plan, she wasn't planning on falling in love with him. And that cover is so stunning. If you have not seen this, the earrings actually kind of glimmer, and so does this beautiful piece up here. So yeah, that is going to be my cover love read. And then number 7 is read 7 books for this challenge. So I don't have a 7th book because I don't actually see this challenge working out like reading a book a day, essentially. I can, but I have 2 children and a husband and a house to take care of, so I can't let my kids starve or the animals starve or my husband starve, unfortunately. So I don't foresee myself reading all of these books, let alone a 7th book, because I only listed 6. But I will try to read at least 2. That will be my challenge, at least 2 in a week. And I think that's more reasonable because I can do that. I know I can do that. I can read 3, but I'm going to take it easy and do 2. So if you want to partake in this challenge, there's only a couple more days. So get your books together and I will post all of the books that you need to read for this challenge below. And I will link back to the original video. So good luck, happy reading. And again, if you have any recommendations for me to read, post them below. I love books. I love book hoarding, and I never actually put myself on a book buying ban. So with that being said, drop them. Drop them like it's hot.